on the show, Fox 6 investigator Bryan Polcyn, who is back with us once again, told you about the rapid spread of flock safety cameras here in Wisconsin.
Eye-opening investigation, and we asked you to send in questions about these AI-powered license plate reading cameras. Bryan's back now. We got some great questions.
So we got a lot of questions.
Can we hit you with a few here?
Absolutely.
Let's start with Alicia in Wauwatosa. How many are in central Milwaukee to deter crime?
That's a good question. I wish I could tell you how many were in the central city. What I do know is Milwaukee police have 27 of these cameras right now. They plan to have 35 in the near future, but they won't tell me where they are. They were one of 3 departments that blacked out that information.
Judy from Pleasant Prairie is asking, what about vehicles that don't actually have license plates?
It's one of my first questions I wonder about. Their license plate readers, right? Is that the easiest way to get around these things? Well, that's where the AI comes in, and Flock will tell you that that AI is what's detecting the make, the model, the color of the car, whether it has a roof rack or stickers on the back of the car, if it has damage. Those are the things that police can search even if you don't have a license plate. So not having a plate doesn't necessarily mean you won't be detected in the database.
I think one of the big questions, where are these? Vicky in Hales Corner says, are Flock cameras in Hales Corners?
And I don't know the answer to that for this reason. We looked at communities of 10,000 people or more simply because it was unwieldy to look at every police department in southeastern Wisconsin. In 8 counties, there were 36 that were 10,000 or more. And of those 36 departments, we found 27 departments that either have the cameras or plan to have them soon. In smaller communities, reach out to your police department, reach out to your elected officials and try to find out more.
Cheryl from Glendale is asking, can you actually get a report on your own vehicle?
Well, you should be able to if these are public records, and that's what happened in Grafton. I asked the police chief as he was showing us the system, can you look up my car? He did look up my car, and as you saw in that report, my car showed up in Grafton's database alone 23 times in the most recent 30 days, just because I go shopping in Grafton.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff had a really good question from Greendale. There's other cameras out there, and he wants to know, how do these cameras differ from the DOT cameras that we see all over the area?
Very good question, because there's been a lot of surveillance out there for a long time. DOT cameras are video cameras, and while they're very useful in a lot of ways, they don't record the data and they're not searchable, so you don't have the license plates and all that other vehicle data we're talking about. Flock cameras record all of that data that it detects from each and every vehicle that passes by and stores it and saves it in a database that can be searched right from a laptop in a squad car.
Is this solely vehicle-based? Because Charlotte from Eagle is asking, can these cameras track people walking?
That's a good question, but the answer Flock would tell you is no. They say their cameras do not detect people, at least not right now. They detect vehicles. They don't even see inside the car to see who's driving. They're shooting from the back of the car to get the plate and those other vehicle attributes.
Well, look at that, Bryan. I'm all out of my questions, but there are a lot more of these.
I was blown away by how many we got. We want to answer more of these questions. So if we didn't answer your question here, or if you'd still like to send one in, we'll be recording a special extra segment to answer more of these questions. That's going to be available Friday on the new Fox Local app. You can download and stream Fox Local on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Android TV. We're going to be doing that on Friday, so you've got a little time to get your questions in.
Get that Fox Local app. Bryan, appreciate it.
You got
Great
it.
stuff. Thanks, Bryan.